walks up to me, effectively blocking my view of Trevor and putting an end to our heated stare-down.
Martha, you made it.
Uh-huh. I force myself not to peer around him, but I bounce on my toes feeling fidgety.
Beers are over there in the coolers, but you look like you need something stronger.
He holds up a shot. When I toss it back instantly, Deb gives me a look.
I'm going to grab us a couple waters. Be right back.
I nod. She better hurry back, because my racing heart is making me feel lightheaded. My shock at seeing Trevor is starting to wear off. And I realize he didn't look happy to see me. He was looking at me like I didn't belong here. And is he right? Should I leave? Drew sidles up closer to me.
Why don't we...
What are you doing here, Martha?
I stiffen, and very slowly bring my gaze to Trevor's. He's standing beside Drew, hands on his hips. God, he looks hot. But he humiliated me last week. So you know what? Screw him. I have every right to be here. I can have just as much fun as the next girl. In fact, I deserve it. Hello to you too, Trevor. And for your information, I was invited here. Is that a problem? Drew throws Trevor a smug grin.
She's my date, Holt. None of your concern.
He puts an arm around my shoulders, and I do my best not to cringe. But I falter under the weight of Trevor's knowing stare. I turn to Drew. Are there any more shots? I could really use another. Drew smiles and backs away.
Your wish is my command.
I'm happy he's gone. But now that I'm alone with Trevor, I have no idea what to say. It's a strange, new feeling, because our conversation was so easy last weekend.
A date with Drew? Really?
A part of me wants Trevor to be jealous. But his stare is boring into my soul, and I can't help it. I have to be honest. It's not a date. Drew invited me, and I said yes. That's all there is to it. Trevor crosses his arms over his well-defined chest.
I guess I'm just surprised. I thought this sort of party wasn't really your thing.
My cheeks turn red, but I try to appear nonchalant. Maybe now it is.
Could have fooled me. You look uncomfortable.
He continues glowering at me, and I can't figure out what his problem is. What happened to the laid-back, fun-loving guy I met last weekend? Is my presence bothering him that much? My voice rises with my temper. Maybe I'm uncomfortable because you're glaring at me, and I have no idea what I did wrong. He blows out a breath. Then he looks around, seeming annoyed. Last weekend, he made it clear how he felt about me, so now I feel like a nuisance just by being here. Stop worrying, Trevor. I don't expect you to babysit me like last time. I can take care of myself. He takes a step toward me.
Are you sure about that? Because this party gets pretty crazy. And I don't want you to—
Don't want me to what? Have fun? Live a little? Seriously, what is your problem with me being here? His nostrils flare.
I'm worried about you.
Why?
Because you don't go to parties like this. You're—
This time, it's me who takes a step forward. I'm what, Trevor? Say it. He's just about to respond, but a familiar voice calls his name.
Trevor! We're setting up beer pong. Be my partner?
Drew is suddenly by my side again, 2 shots in his hands.
Beer pong sounds perfect. I'm way too sober right now. And that needs to be remedied. You down, Martha?
I sigh. I don't want to play beer pong with Drew, but I also don't want to stand here and fight with Trevor. Yeah, sure. I take a shot from Drew's hand and toss it back. I can feel Trevor's hot stare on me the whole time. Drew puts an arm around my shoulders again. When we walk away, Trevor follows. He stares as Drew and I set up on one side of the table, while he's forced to go to the other. Kayla runs a hand down his arm. Then her eyes snag on me. Recognition fills her gaze, and her red upper lip curls with disgust.
You again, huh? I guess they're letting anyone into this party these days.
But Tilla doesn't scare me anymore. I just raise a brow in her direction. Funny, I thought the same thing about this college when they let you enroll. She points a long nail in my direction.
You better watch yourself.
Trevor pushes her arm down.
Be quiet, Tilla.
Drew just laughs.
Girls, come on. We all just want to have a good time.
His arm slithers around my waist, and I see Trevor's eyes lock on the movement. When Drew starts to bring his lips toward my neck, Trevor claps his hands together loudly, startling everyone.
Longhorn, switch sides with me. The glare is too strong over here. I can't see.
Tilla narrows her eyes.
Where are your sunglasses?
Huh, must have misplaced them. Drew?
Drew blinks once, then shrugs.
Fine with me.
He leans down to whisper in my ear.
I can see you better from over there anyway.
I force a tight smile. But when Trevor walks over, the smile fades. I hate this new tension between us, but I don't know how to fix it. I suddenly feel Tilla's eyes on me again. Drew might not have cared about the partner switch, but I can tell she isn't happy about it. Her hands are crossed under her ample chest, and her eyes are throwing daggers my way. She looks me up and down from head to toe, smirking at my conservative sundress. And then she smiles wickedly.
I say we make this more interesting. Let's raise the stakes.
Drew's eyes drop to her cleavage.
What did you have in mind?
Her eyes don't leave mine when she answers.
Strip, beer pong.